Here, I wanted to look at this this news piece. This caught my eye just now. And now I get to look like a ghost because I'm lit up by a white screen. Right. Former Cork councillor looked woman dead in the eyes and called himself a stalker. Court told. Look at the state of him, man. Oh, the state of him. The young woman's victim impact statement detailed. Okay, we're not going to read the byline. That's never a good idea. A former Fianna Fáil councillor charged with harassment looked a young woman dead in the eyes and called himself a stalker, the court has heard. He then laughed, and that laugh makes me recoil in fear to this day. Oh, I bet it does. I bet it's not a very nice laugh either. Very distinctive, I'd imagine. The young woman said in her victim impact statement, which she read to Cork District Court on Friday. Well done, lady. You got up there and you said your piece. Pretty tough going, I'd imagine. Joseph O'Donovan, formerly known as Gary Flynn. Huh? Who? Wow, man, why did he change his name? Anyone got any ideas out there? This isn't a rhetorical question. I'm genuinely wondering why one might change their name like that. Gary O'Flynn. I mean, was he going for a more Irish-sounding name, or was he just trying to avoid some negative associations with Joseph O'Donovan, who has 26 previous convictions, including for soliciting a person to murder 3 people, including a Garda? What the fuck, man? This guy was a Fianna Fáil councillor. Wow, buddy. Jesus. This is the kind of shit that the uni party gave shit to Sinn Féin for, right? Wow. Joseph O'Donovan, formerly. Oh, okay, no, sorry. Oh, it was the other way around. It was the other way around. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Wait, did they repeat themselves or no? I'm just out of it. Mr. O'Donovan, age 50, of Melvindale House, Coolluin, Blarney, County Cork, admitted to a charge contrary to the fuck off for the offence of harassment on 3 dates between July and August of 2022. Okay. The 25-year-old woman was working in a popular city centre restaurant where Mr. Donovan was drinking wine on July 30th. He flagged her as she walked past, took her hand, kissed it, and told her she was the nicest and prettiest girl he had ever seen, Sergeant John Cllr told Cork District Court. She was uncomfortable with the attention and walked away, the court heard. Mr. Donovan then returned the next day and told her he only wanted her to serve him. He ordered food and wine. He was staring at her and kissed her hand again, Sergeant Cllr said. The victim again felt very uncomfortable. I'd fucking imagine so. Wow. I don't know. He's being a creep and violating this woman's space, but I'm not getting stalker yet. He was staring at her. Okay, no, I read that. Fuck's sake, I'm out of it. He left, but returned when she was cleaning at the end of her shift. Wow. He breathed into her ear and said, "Meet me outside for a tip." I better get your phone number for it. Oh, God. He then went out. Jesus Christ. He thinks he's God's fucking gift. He then went outside and stared in the window. Oh, I'm so sorry. This poor woman, I'm laughing at her fucking suffering. But, like, what else do I do? This is just fucking absurd. This is something that you fucking see in a movie or something. A Hollywood movie, you know, an American thing. What's that called? 1 hour photo or something?
Someone seems sad. They don't have any friends. It makes me feel bad for them.
Who is sad and doesn't have any friends?
Sigh.
The photo guy at the 1 hour place? We really don't know that much about him, you know? I mean, he might even have a lot of friends. And he probably has a girlfriend and a mommy and a daddy who love him.
I don't think he does.
The complainant told him to leave her alone. But he came in, leaned over her ear, and asked when he could see her again. Wow. He was asked to leave by the manager again, and as he left, he threw a €50 note at her. Whoa, buddy. What do you do in that situation? Of course, you don't want to pick that up and put it in your pocket because, you know, it's got bad juju. You know, you don't want to do that. But what do you do with that money? Because nobody else is going to want to fucking touch it in the restaurant. Maybe the manager, if he's, you know, a tight arse, or the owner, you know, who knows. These people. What do you give to charity or something? I would actually wonder. I mean, it's not the business of the court, but I would be curious what she did with that money. Not that it affects her case at all, but just out of pure curiosity. She again found him standing in front of her while she was working. He said he was sorry if he scared her and said he couldn't help it. He was reported to Gardaí and was arrested. Whew, buddy. Just, you know, at that point, you know, if you're an innocent man, just, you know, don't go back. You know, you can't apologize for that shit. Yeah, Liz Pepper charity box, that's the place for it. He told Gardaí that he found the complaint very pretty, very pretty, and said he kissed her hand out of etiquette, like they do in the movies. Oh my God, this guy is just, he's just completely out of his fucking mind. He had felt things were very congenial between them and thought they were flirting. Wow. I mean, maybe he did, you know, but a lot of the times your intention doesn't really fucking matter when it comes to the law, sadly. You can think that stabbing someone is healing them from cancer or something, but, you know, you'd still be done for murder, or at least manslaughter because of insanity. Oh, okay. KO shared her real name. I'm not going to repeat that unless she, you know, I mean, why would I? But it's nice to meet you on first name basis. Right. He told Gardaí his intention was never to upset her. When he was asked to leave by the manager, he said he only returned to give her a tip. No, you didn't. You returned to be more. And then on your way out, you threw a tip. I mean, at that point. Sergeant Cllr said that when Gardaí were called to the city centre restaurant, the injured party was distraught and terrified. The defendant was somewhat intoxicated and said, "This must be about blank. when they approached him. So he's lucid about what he's doing. But then again, why would the Gardaí approach you just randomly in that kind of environment? Victim impact statement. The woman said that she never imagined that something as ordinary as going to work could turn into something I'd carry with me for years. Yeah. I was just doing my job, smiling, being polite, and trying to get through my shift. But one man, this man, took my professionalism as permission. When I said no, he didn't stop. And from that moment on, I stopped feeling safe. I will admit, I will be humble and admit that sometimes a server being nice to me made me think, oh, is she interested? But I didn't let it go any further than that. I mean, I might outwardly show that, oh, you know, kind of get nervous and kind of be warmer to that person. But you just have to assume that they're just being like that because it's their fucking job. You know, it's an altered dynamic. Some instinctual alarm bell went off in her body, telling her to run when he grabbed her hand very tightly and kissed it. I would say fucking so. Try being a young woman working in a bar. Man, I saw some things. They're just not fucking good, man. Just not good. Why that has to be tolerated, I don't get it. Of course, a fucking alarm bell went off. You know, your space is being invaded. I never forgot his stares, his weird comments, the way he lingered and waited during my breaks, after my shift. He had claimed their meetings were serendipity, a word that still gives the woman chills. Yeah, I'd bet. But that is a real thing, you know, serendipity. People. Okay, I got distracted by chat. Never mind me. It's a real thing, and it's a beautiful thing when it happens, and this is ruined for this woman, you know? Maybe she can just change that word out for synchronicity. Happy coincidence. Unless it really is that traumatic and it just bled into the general concept. There was no serendipity in that moment. He waited for me. There was no luck, no chance, just a man who created a trap and tried to cover it in romance. She has felt so fearful of him finding her that has stopped her from leaving her home. Fuck. It left me terrified in places that I used to feel safe. Jesus Christ. This is a guy who has, 67 fucking convictions? And he was in Fianna Fáil. No, sorry, 26. I mean, I'm sorry. When you get above the double digits of convictions, 26, 62, 64, 110, it really doesn't fucking matter. Who the fuck is this guy? Why was he ever a fucking councillor? Who in Fianna Fáil decided it was okay to take this guy on? My God. All right.